Good morning, everybody. We have a great guest today, Mr. Scott Snader. He's from Coral Bay Recovery, and he has a very interesting business. And I would like first to give the podium to Scott and tell us a little bit about his company. Scott, if you can tell us a little bit about what your company do.
Absolutely. Good morning, Gabriel, and good morning, everyone else. Thank you so much for allowing us at Coral Bay Recovery to just share a little bit about what we do at the company. So, Coral Bay Recovery is an intensive outpatient program that is hospital accredited, Joint Commission accredited, and state licensed. We provide addiction treatment to all populations along with mental health. The intensive outpatient level of care is what they consider a level above outpatient, in that we meet in a group setting 3 times a week. We have both afternoon and evening courses. The treatment is provided by all licensed clinicians, and additionally, we also offer outpatient therapy. Some of the addictions that we work with is alcoholism, opioid addiction, heroin addiction, amphetamine addiction, benzodiazepine addiction, and in addition to the group therapy and the individual therapy, a very important part of what we offer is the medical component, in that we provide psychiatric evaluations. We do medication management and follow-up appointments. Treating addiction is a multifaceted approach. We have to do it through therapy, through process addiction, through trauma support, and then treat it medically. When a client comes in to see us, we have to figure out whether it's just the addiction, or are they struggling with some type of mental health issue, such as anxiety, depression, obsessive compulsive disorder, or have they had major trauma in their life that has not been dealt with. Unless you treat the psychiatric portion of a person, they're never going to be able to stay clean and sober. So at Coral Bay Recovery, we have a wonderful triple board certified psychiatrist. We have one of the best psychiatric APRNs, and our clinical team is, I think, the best around. We offer an extremely focused, highly individualized form of treatment. So every patient feels like they're receiving the best and most detailed treatment as possible. Unlike some of the other larger facilities that they receive the same treatment plan for every client. And when you're dealing with addiction, addiction is a disease, but how people get to it differs. And that's what we have to find out. What is the patient's core issues?
Interesting. Can you share a little bit about what type of addictions you're treating currently?
Absolutely. We have a lot of patients that struggle with alcoholism. We have others that are opioid dependent. Opioids are your painkillers. And then we have people that actually are addicted to heroin. We also treat benzodiazepine addiction, which is people whom are addicted to sleep meds or tranquilizers. And then we treat people that are addicted to amphetamines or cocaine. So we treat every single addiction that is out there. I want to make one point too, because there are other addictions that people don't even realize they have, and they're called process addictions. At Coral Bay, we also treat process addictions. A process addiction would be somebody who struggles with gambling, somebody who struggles with food, and somebody who struggles with even sex. These are all what we consider a process addiction. There's been some research out there now that states technology or cell phones or people being glued to their devices can also be a process addiction. And that's something that we're looking into too. But they're all the types of addictions we work with.
It's very interesting. So I guess people that are gambling in casinos are they are potential clients for you guys.
Absolutely. You know what the thing to look out for is? An addiction is defined as something that causes a negative consequence in a person's life. So let's just take the average tempered drinker. Some professional or maybe even a housewife that decides to have a glass of wine at the end of the day. Maybe she or he has it 3 times a week. If there's no negative consequence attached to that behavior, it's not considered an addiction. Flip that, take the gambling addict that leaves work in the middle of the afternoon and blows $50,000 of which he or she did not have. That causes a serious consequence, and that's when there's a need for help.
That's excellent. It's great information. All these people that the vets that do a service for our country, do you treat them as well? And seniors, do you have any plans for them?
Gabriel, that's a great question because over the past 4 years, we have been privileged enough to receive a contract with the Department of Health and the Department of Defense to be able to treat all of the active duty military people. And then recently, we've also received the contract to be able to treat the VA. It's a Veterans Administration contract. So we have had groups of active military people and their families for group therapy, both on the mental health side as well as the substance use side. So in the mental health group, we've had an awful lot of Coast Guard members that have come through our program. The same goes with our first responders. We have treated an awful lot of first responders, especially people that are employed with the fire department. We've had some people that are detectives, some people that are just regular first responders, but we've done very well in helping these people process the trauma of just the job that they do.
These people go through a very stressed lifestyle and they protect us. So thank you for what you're doing for them.
You're very
Um,
welcome.
do you offer on any free consultation for anyone who wants to know a little bit about your business? And the second question is, do you work with any insurance carriers?
Great questions, Gabriel. So we do provide free consultations, but we call it basically a quick explanation phone call about our program, and then our admissions team will go in and do a quick 10-minute clinical assessment via telephone to find out if the member actually does need help and what type of help do they need, and then we will give a recommendation or referral as to what their next best step would be. And you can reach anyone at our admissions team 7 days a week during working hours from 8 a.m. till 8 p.m. At 954-552-5100. Or feel free, if you don't want to make a call, you can send an email over to admissions, that's ADMISSIONS, at coralbayrecovery.com, and someone will get back to you ASAP.
That's excellent. It was actually my next question, but you already shared all the information of how you guys can be reached. So I strongly advise anyone who has some mental challenges or some people that are alcoholic or have drug issues to reach out to Scott or to their team and get treated. it's better to get treated now, and they offer a great service. I want to thank you, Scott, for your great information, and I wish all of you a great day. Thank you.
Gabriel, thank you very much for allowing us to present Coral Bay.
Thank you.